What are we gonna do today, Pinky? So today, guys, we are gonna work on the MiniBike CC100X. So this was actually a display bike, and I've got to install the bearings and the sleeve for the steering column. So I had to do a lot of work to this bike to get it ready to actually even be able to ride. I guess I can go ahead and go over all of that right now. So this is one of the standard actual display models, not like working, but they use it as a display. So the bike didn't have a kickstand, didn't have a rear sprocket. It did not have a rear brake at all. Like, didn't have the rotor, didn't have the brake, didn't have the bracket, had none of that. Foot pegs were on, had a normal suspension, but it was, or not suspension, just standard forks, but it was really messed up because it was a display. The tabs were welded a certain way. And the way the bike actually stood up or stayed up was they had like a bracket on the bottom that held it up. So no kickstand, no front suspension. So I ordered, the Moto front end for it. Put the 212 on it. Made a bracket for the brakes. Welded it. Put the standard ATV brake on it, hydraulic brake, which I definitely recommend for anybody who's got a mini bike. And actually, there's the motor right there. I just took it all apart. Didn't come with a crank or a cam or any of that stuff. It was just completely empty on the inside. And then I've got my standard clutch guard of a license plate, and if you notice over there, that's what that one's got too. I just like them. It works, whatever. So like I said, today, suspension, I got to do that steering because right now it's kind of tight because there's nothing in there making it smooth. There's no bearings or anything. So what I'm going to do is take all that apart and put in the shaft and the bearings. And also I'm going to straighten these up a bit, the handlebars, because they're sitting too far this way. I want to stand them up a little bit to be more in line with the forks. So I'm just going to set the camera right here. More than likely, probably the best spot for it. Go ahead and record. And yeah. Get this taken care of. This is my workshop. My living room. I live in a townhouse. Kind of already got the tools set aside. So I've been meaning to do this. Just hadn't done it yet. So we got a 14mm, 12mm, 13mm, and a Allen 6mm. Allen is to take off the handlebar. Front suspension's off. Yeah, here was one of the washers. And here's another one. In fact, I'll give you all a little look at what it actually looks like. So, I had to go back to a display bike. See that? It's just a piece of metal tack welded in there, and it's the same thing on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock that out, sand it down on the inside a little bit. And I don't have a Dremel, so it's going to kind of suck doing it. And then put that kit back in there. Put that kit in there. So, let's get screwdriver and a hammer so we can beat up this mini bike. Try to clean that up. Oh, sweet. So it does look like, you know, let me try and, where's my phone at? Where is, there it is. See if that light helps a little bit. So, I don't know if you can see, but the lip is still in there. Yeah, you can see it right there for the bearing. Right there. Sweet. So I may not have to do all that much with it. I just need to pop out that bottom, which is more than likely going to be a pain in the butt. But oh well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and come from this side and beat it out. Now can I get... No. I feel like I'm going to need a bolt or something to knock that thing out. Because it's the same thing on the opposing side, on the bottom. It's got that little crap in the way. So, let's see if I can just beat it out. That would be the best option. Feel where the welds are. Right there. Wow, that actually worked a lot better than the other one. So, There's the other one, knocked out. Real simple, like, actually. Okay. It worked a lot better than I thought it was going to. Probably should have done the same thing. Knocked it out. Oh, but that is one thing with this, is get you a long screwdriver for doing this one. It's not a good one because it's magnetic tip, and I've completely ruined it, so it's already ruined, so I'm using it anyways. But get you a long screwdriver for doing these bearings on axles, tires, and all that stuff. Makes it a lot easier to get stuff out. So now, let me see if I can try and clean that up with a drill. I may just have to get a kind of mess that up. It's not rolling right anymore. Alright, this one. But don't fear, guys, because what I've got is a whole roll of these bearings. And you know what? Just so I'm not messing stuff up, I'm going to stop the video right here. I'm going to go get some food. And I'm going to go get a Dremel that will actually do what this thing is supposed to do. Because what I need to do is clean out this. And I'll be able to do that if I have a Dremel. So today will be the day that I go and buy a Dremel. The bottom's messed up too in there. Yeah, I can't really see it. But anyways, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the store, buy a Dremel, and then continue the video. And while I'm doing that, I'll finish up the story of the bike and how I got it and everything else and the work I had to do to it. I'll leave that like that. Should counterbalance it and hold the weight, right? If not, I'll come home to a bike on the floor. But hey, here's my workshop. You guys like it? Pretty sweet, huh? Pretty freaking sweet. There's my pooter. Alright, I'm gonna get off of here, go out this door, and get a Dremel. Alright, we're back. Wayne got me a little Dremel. The bad thing is it's one of the cordless ones because I went to Walmart and that's all they had. So yeah, if you're gonna buy tools, probably don't go to Walmart to buy your tools. But I already kind of cleaned up that one. I've just got to do the bottom now to clean it out. So we'll video that. Get down on here on my butt. Grind it out, and then I should be able to put the bearings in. Looks like I just have to clean up where the tack wheels were on this one. Alright. That should be about it. Doesn't seem to be too bad, this little deal. Grab one of these bearings real quick. We'll try this. Yeah, that'll be good. Just be able to knock it in there. Grab a little bit of grease. Clean that out a bit. Grab some grease for that. Alright, I'm back. One of the problems about having a workshop in your house and using closets and stuff is like there's no real room for tools. And that is the predicament I am in. The kit I ordered came with 2 bearings. But as you can see, I messed that one up trying to beat it in. So I think I'm just going to use the 2 from the bit I have. Got these 2 that I actually ordered for when I believe I redid the bearings on the Moto, I believe. And I just did a little bit of goop. Multi-purpose grease. Nothing crazy. Come on. Definitely makes me wish I had a hammer right now. I couldn't find. This is kind of awkward to work with. See if I can, you know, I might have it over here. Over there. Let's try and find a hammer. Hey, what I found, little hammer. Obviously this is not the best way to put in bearings. You should Have like a socket or something like that. Didn't go around the whole edge of it. Something just fell. Huh. So that's in there now. Smells good. Just lost my other bearing somewhere on the bike. Don't know where it went. I'm sure I'll find it. So I'll just grab another one out of here. Grab my shaft or sleeve. I'm gonna lube it up a little bit. I don't think it really needs it, but throw it in there. A little bit of grease on it. Got my top bearing ready. Take it. And it's spinning good now too. Bam. Coming together. Coming together. Alright. Put this cap back on here. Lid. Take these gloves off because we don't need them no more. I'm going to take this thing off the stand now. Excuse me, buddy. Back down on the ground. Still kind of wondering where that bearing went. That's if I don't find it, I can always go back on video and find it. Handlebar is kind of out of the way. Oh, there it is. Found it. Now let's get these forks back on there. Now I don't believe I'll need the washers on there because the way these forks are made, I don't think it'll be necessary. So I'm just gonna try and put it straight on there. See how well I can do this. Can finagle it in there. Let's see what happens. All right. The top is in. The bottom looks to be in as well. How did I do with my bolts? Oh. Bolts. Boom, boom, boom. perfectly. This needs to come forward, I guess. Ooh, too much. Maybe. I think I might have like dropped it right at the. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, that's much better. As far as thickness goes, much better. Alright, washer and nut at the bottom. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. See how much easier that is? Makes it a lot easier. It's going to steer a lot better. I'm going to put these handlebars back on. The next thing I'm going to do is I ordered a new exhaust. Because right now I can't have a rear fender because it's hidden. So I'm probably going to order one like I got on the Moto. And I put the fender on that. Alright. I think I'm going to stop right here, put everything back together, and then wrap up the video. Alright, here we are. All wrapped up. Handlebars. Nice and good movement now. Nice squeaky squeaky. Bearings in, shaft in. And the bike should be ready to go now. There she is. CC100X. I'll probably do a more in-depth video on this bike. Some better lighting. The Moto with everything that I've done to it, and then the 200U, which I really want to change this bike up like a lot. I just don't know if I'm going to do it. But a quick little preview. My homemade little battery doohickey. Oh, sit you right there. Get this battery in here. Sometimes I have a problem with it. Sometimes it just goes right in and I don't have any issues. Boom, boom, boom. That goes in. And I modified it to have headlights and tail lights. That goes on there. Switches right here. Pull her out a little bit. And boom. Got your headlight. And your tail lights. Pretty sweet if you ask me. Alright, well that's where I'm going to end this video. If you're watching this video and you got any questions or want to know anything more about the mini bikes or any other stuff, just leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see. Alright, thanks for watching. Later.